Greetings, my beautiful lovelies. It's Emmy. Welcome back to my car. Today I'm going to be tasting Pizza Hut's new Cheez-It pizza. I just read about this on the internet yesterday, and apparently Pizza Hut and Cheez-It, I believe Cheez-Its are made by Nabisco, have partnered up to bring you a pizza that is a Cheez-It or a Cheez-It that is a pizza. So it sounds interesting. So here I am in the parking lot of Pizza Hut, ready to taste this. This is actually the stuffed Cheez-It pizza. Now it comes in two varieties. It comes with cheese or with pepperoni, and I got one of each. Now in terms of branding, they are spot on. This looks like a box of Cheez-Its, except it's a pizza. It smells like a baked Cheez-It. Warm, cheesy, kind of toasted, you know, like that smell when you're making grilled cheese and the cheese oozes onto the pan and it fries up. That's what it smells like. So I got the pepperoni and the cheese, and the total was $15.75. Alrighty, let's check out what's inside. Here we go. Oh my god. They look like puffy giant Cheez-Its. Oh my goodness, look at this. It even has a little dimple in the middle, exactly the same as a regular Cheez-It. It's probably about maybe 6 times larger than the original Cheez-Its. Of course, it's puffy. It's not a cracker. This is a Cheez-It pizza. I do have to say, I'm very impressed with what it looks like. This seems like the right size, but in the photos that you see on the internet, you don't get a sense of scale, and they seem a lot bigger. I was expecting them to be like this big, but I have to say I do like this size. It seems very dippable and still kind of Cheez-It-like with this kind of square shape. Oh yeah, it smells just like a Cheez-It, and it's warm, and it comes with a marinara sauce, I believe. Yeah, that looks like a marinara. I think that's going to be key in making this more like a pizza, but let's see what it looks like inside. Oh, this is the pepperoni one. So those little bits of pepperoni. The inside actually looks a lot like a pizza roll. Alrighty, let's give this a taste straight up first. Alrighty, here we go. Itadakimasu. It is cheesy. It has that cheddar flavor taste, but what I'm realizing is that a lot of the pleasure for a Cheez-It for me is the crunch. It's a cracker, and this doesn't have that. It does taste cheddar cheesy. But it's not crispy. The filling is salty. It has a little bit of a tanginess to it. There's a little bit of pepperoni bites inside, which remind me of a pizza roll. But what's missing is the sauce. So I think that's why we need to do this. Dip. All right, let's give that a go. That makes it much more pizza-like, but that's just too much sauce. It's more like a breadstick when you dip it into the pizza sauce like that because there's so much sauce. So the flavors in here are a blend of pizza roll meets breadsticks dipped in marinara sauce with a strong cheddar cheese flavor. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed by that. I was hoping it'd be more crispy. This is pretty soggy. The crust also has a kind of slightly greasy quality. It's a little bit more like a pie crust. It has definitely some added oil in it. So it wants to be flaky, but it's not. And I just really wish the bottom was crisped up a bit so you get a little bit more of that kind of pizza experience. Whoa. Hoping it'd be a little bit crispy on the bottom so it would be more like a pizza experience, but also a little bit more reminiscent of a Cheez-It cracker too. Yeah. Let me try dipping it with less sauce. The cheese also isn't stretchy. I was hoping it'd be kind of stretchy, more like pizza. So I just had a corner piece that was a little bit more well done, but it still wasn't crisp. It was more kind of crumbly and dried rather than being kind of crunchy. Alrighty, let's see if the cheese one's any better. I do have to say visually this is very satisfying. It just looks like a large puffed up Cheez-It. I think it looks great. Flavor, not so much. That was a pepperoni one. Let's try the cheese. On this one, you can actually see kind of this perforated edge. Kind of like that. Almost makes it look like a pie crust. And again, it looks a lot like a larger version of a Cheez-It, which I appreciate. Again, we have a marinara sauce. Let's break this one open. Ooh, this one is okay. Here's the cheese pull. Okay. So the cheese one has more stretchy cheese in it. All right. That's more pizza-like to me, more mozzarella-like. All right, let's give this one a go. Yeah, still strange, but I feel like the filling in this one's more substantial, kind of fluffy and cheesy. If you like melted cheese, then you'll like this one. But the Cheez-It flavor is kind of lacking. It does taste cheddar-y, but not that signature Cheez-It flavor to me. And maybe a lot of that has to do with texture, because this is just kind of soggy and more like pie crust rather than being what reminds me of a Cheez-It. Let's dip this one in sauce. So I think this version does a better job in evoking the sense of pizza. The marinara goes really well with the mozzarella. You get that kind of textural cheese pull experience. You get the correct kind of marinara sauce flavors with this type of cheese. Do I like it? Not so much. To me, it reminds me of a pie, and I don't mean that like pizza pie. I mean that in a very literal sense, like apple pie. The crust is reminiscent of a pie. It's enriched. It has some cheese, I imagine, in it, and probably some oil or some kind of fat. So it has the texture of a pie without being so flaky or crispy. I want it to be more crispy. The texture inside is interesting. It's fluffy. It's more marshmallow-like, and when I look at it, I think it should be sweet somehow, but it's not. But of the two versions, the cheese one is definitely better. So its tagline is baked, toasty, and cheesy. It's definitely all of those things, but is it something that I would get again? I don't think so. I think I'll just stick with my Cheez-It snack mix or just Cheez-Its alone. Those are satisfying and cheesy in a way that is not only nostalgic, but just satisfying as a snack. As a pizza hybrid, not so much. Either get your pizza, get your breadsticks, and then just have your side bowl of Cheez-Its. Again, I'm reminded that so much of food experience for me is often about texture, not just flavor. And I think texturally, this is what was really lacking here. The flavors are not that surprising, but it shouldn't be. We're having Pizza Hut pizza. We're just having, basic dough, cheese, sauce. So expectations shouldn't be, super high. But in this sense, it just doesn't really work for me in the sense of it trying to be a pizza and a Cheez-It at the same time. It's a mashup that looks visually very satisfying, but in terms of taste, not so much. Alrighty, so there we have it, the Pizza Hut stuffed Cheez-It. So let me know down in the comment if you've had a stuffed Cheez-It or if there's anything else you'd like me to test out or try through the drive-thru. Be sure to check out the drive-thru playlist, where most recently I've tried the Popeyes versus Chick-fil-A. I've also done the Impossible Whopper burger. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I hope you guys learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like this video, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Toodaloo, take care, bye! When I get all steamed up, then I shout, tip me over and pour me out.